What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Vimo Star. You're tuned in to Catching Crave Vibes Live Soulful Saturday edition. I hope you guys are vibing out, enjoying your evening, enjoying your weekend, and really just getting into the good atmosphere, the good frequencies, and just, getting everything that you deserve and worth in this world. I have some wonderful things to share with you guys tonight and a wonderful lineup. But this show, sadly, is only an hour. But we gonna rock it out. And to be honest, I guarantee you're gonna leave this show with exactly everything that you need to keep your week going for the next week until we arrive back on Saturday. Again, my name is Vimo Star. You guys heard me a little bit earlier in the week. That may have been last week's show. So make sure you go back and listen to the shows. My personality, is definitely a wide variety of things. So I'm a little bit of, a little bit of everywhere. But this show definitely speaks true to my character. So I hope and I really believe that you guys are going to share the same love for this show and the topics that we're going to discuss. And since we're really getting into the type of show that this is, I want to discuss some of the things that we're bringing live to you guys on this show for the upcoming Saturdays to come. Something called the Beloved Note, which every Saturday we're going to get into something like an advice column. You guys can send me your topics, questions. It's all anonymous, so no worries. I'll never say your name unless you want me to. And we'll definitely be sharing some poetry, get into some poetics for you guys. As if you know me and you're listening, shout out to you. Hey, if you know me, you'll definitely know that I'm a poet and a freestyle artist. And, that goes hand in hand with the other shows on Mondays and Wednesdays, which, we have a lot of new things coming for you guys. So definitely be looking out for all the new updates. Keep in touch with us on the Catch and Crave Vibes Live Facebook page. New social media coming to you soon. So, hang tight. There's new things coming, so definitely be tuning in because we do have other shows and we do have a lot of new things coming to you. But yeah, we definitely have the poetry coming in the upcoming Saturdays, so stay tuned. Since this show is only an hour, we're really going to kick it off with the Beloved Note, share some lovely hand-picked music on the independent side from your girl. And we're also going to go into some of that really smooth, nice mainstream. It's mainstream, but it's got that good vibe that we're looking for here. So I know you guys are going to love it. But first up, we're going to go to Talk to You by Brent Fies. If any of you guys know who that is, he kind of just kicked it off a little bit last year. And man, he's killing it. So I know you guys are going to love this joint. And then when we get back, we're going to get into some real good vibes. Let's get it.
But they say the same damn thing. Got niggas paying top dollar to holler. Talking about that pretty brown frame. And I don't mean the Impala that you just hopped out of. Go on about your business. You must be religious. Cause God done took her time. And you're tired of hearing those same old lines. Talking about something new. Can't look the same to you. And talking about something new. Put me on. Get home with you. Something about something new. I don't pretend to look the same to you. Talking about something new. I just wanna get home with you. Truth is, I came to know ya. Don't give a damn about the things they told ya. Cause they don't have a clue. But they don't need you like I do. You don't need champagne. You'd rather be held tight and maintained. I wanna know everything about you. But first I gotta talk to you. Talking about something new. Can't look the same to you. Talking about something new. Put me on. I just wanna get home with you. Talking about something new. I don't pretend to look the same to you. Talking mind and give you the mind. I wanna get the chance to spend some time. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Something new. Something new. How to get home with you. Something new. I don't wanna tell you what to say now. Talk to you. Something new. How to get home with you.
Yes, get that good vibe going. That's that Talk to You by Brent Fies. Absolutely love that man's collection. But wait, there's more. We got plenty of new artists and independent music, and the Refresh Wednesday is absolutely wonderful on our other shows. This show, we also have independent music, but we throw in some little some good smooth R&B hits for you guys, some soulful hits. Something I didn't touch on a minute ago. Hello to everybody who's new to listening. Thank you for joining me tonight on this lovely Saturday, by the way. Something I didn't get into just a minute ago in our lineup is this wonderful spiritual conversation that we'll be having every Saturday. All types of different topics like ascension, the universal energy, our connection to the world, and ego and the spirit. We're going to talk about all types of things. And even if you have a specific faith, or you are definitely dedicated to your faith and your choice of lifestyle and the way that you live, this show is for you as well. It's definitely not excluding anybody. I'm very well versed, and if I'm not, teach me. I love to be on the same page and get a different perspective, so you can definitely hit me up. I will be giving out an official email as of next week for where you guys can send me if you need advice, or you want to talk about specific topics, or you have spiritual questions. I'm definitely, I do this. So this is all me. So I'm putting a lot of greatness into this show, and I want you guys to participate because it's nothing without you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into our beloved note for tonight. And we're just going to talk about a major question and a theme that has been going on, especially with this new year. Everybody's like, new year, new me, blase, blase, But the real question is, what do you do when the universe is forcing you to move on? And I know force is like a strong word, it's aggressive, but life is aggressive. It's not all soft and feminine and, just taking you all in. Sometimes life is forcing you to push your boundaries and excel your own mindset and excel your goals, and to move past your past and to move past the things that have been holding you back and keeping you from your life path all this whole time. So we're going to definitely get into that. And just really moving past what no longer suits you. You know how you try on something and a year later it doesn't really suit you anymore? I feel like that's a major theme as far as like life goes. Sometimes we get into a career field or a relationship, or where we live in a place for too long, and some things just don't suit us anymore. Some things don't call to us anymore. Some things don't make us passionate anymore. And I feel like what I've been hearing a lot lately, especially, I watch my news feed and I watch the people around me very closely to these types of themes to kind of, see where I can step in and help if possible. And moving past what no longer suits you is one of the most difficult things that anybody can tackle. And I don't mean it to discourage you. I mean it to be real with you. I mean, who wants someone to get on air and for you to listen to a podcast on Saturday or a radio show and to be like, man, she just giving us, whatever we want to hear. Life is not all daisies and sunflowers. Sometimes we have to fight our inner demons. We have to move past them. We have to make our weaknesses into strengths. And that's the most encouraging and uplifting and motivating part of it all. It's not all about, the strengths that we present right now, because at the end of the day, our energy and our presence is all greatness. We are all kings and queens. We are all wonderful spirits that just, we're spiritual having a worldly experience right now. And cooperating with this worldly experience is a part of the balance, which balance, all my Geminis know I'm a Gem, and one of our main issues is we don't balance too well. So we're one end of the spectrum or the other end, and I know it's not just for gems though. This is for everybody. This theme is for everybody. We all have to coexist between our mind, body, and soul, truly. And when we start incorporating these types of questions into our daily lives and kind of working through our problems with ourselves and with the people around us and gaining support and actually seeking the help to grow, that is when we truly start harmonizing. And that's so beautiful in a sense. Like, I've seen some of the most beautiful testimonies and miracles happen in life. And it's from when you can assess your situation, you can assess the things that is going on around you, and you can look at your position, your personal position, and you can really see you. You can see exactly the things that you need to move on from, even if they're painful. You can see all the things that make you great. And, it's the moving on part that keeps us stuck. Like, we tend to ignore that aspect. We're like, oh, we do this. Either we ignore the aspect or we completely dwell on it to the point where we bring negative energy down upon us. And we dwell on something so much that we don't even see the good side of ourselves anymore. Depression is real. Anxiety is real. Those things happen. And that's okay. It's a part of life. And learning those things about yourself and admitting to them and working through them is what is going to bring your full potential to the forefront and to move you past your life's obstacles. You can do this. But how? How, V? How? What do I do? What is going on? Number one, evaluate yourself. Oh my gosh, I can't say this enough. Man, peace and light to everybody, man, because evaluating yourself is something serious. That's a job. And it's something you have to do every day. And it's not fun all the time because we get to see our ugly selves. We get to see the worldly aspects weighing on us, our financial problems, our relationship problems. We have 99 problems. And this radio show ain't one, oh, V, just list all the good stuff. Nah, this is about the realness for real. So you guys have to see, like, in all your brilliance, adapting to this world and moving forward in this world is what strengthens all other aspects, like really connecting with yourself, being interconnected. And when you start evaluating yourself and interconnecting yourself and seeing, and sometimes you have to separate yourself first. So I'm not saying interconnect yourself with everything and just, be oblivious to some of the alone time that you need. But, definitely the evaluation comes first. It will always come first. And if you need alone time like I do to evaluate, you might be there for a while, but definitely take breaks. Like, give yourself some ease. Give yourself some peace. Like, it's all about the balance. So it's not, let's dwell on our problems every day, but let's take it one step at a time. And it's important that you know that you can do this. And then if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay. That's natural. The thing is just to breathe and move past like all the obstacles. Like just think about all of them moving out of your way, because you can do it and you can be a better you, and it's possible. And the big part of this too is sometimes we don't get a chance to just look at ourselves and say, hey, I need to improve. The biggest part of this question was when the universe forces you to do that. And what I mean by this is that when things start kicking you out on purpose, when things start going south on purpose, like nothing is accidental at all. Nothing in this world is accidental. There's purpose to everything. And so when you start losing your job and we're like, oh my gosh, how are we going to pay the bills? What's going to do, how am I going to do this? You have to really think about nothing is accidental. And at that point, you have to be proactive. You have to try to find solutions. You have to evaluate yourself. Evaluate the purpose of that. What is the meaning of this? And you find that meaning within yourself. And not a lot of people connect those things. They're just like, no, I'm going to come up with a solution. I'm going to perform the solution. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to perform another solution. And, that's great skills in this world, but everything isn't just cut and dry. Everything isn't just worldly aspect. It has a lot to do with how you connect with your energy and how you connect with yourself and your higher being, if that's, whatever you believe in. It has a lot to do with your relationships. If you believe in karma, like there's tons of things that come into your life to push you out of situations so that you can grow and be better and move past everything. And, time heals all, and that has been such a major theme in not only my life, but everyone around me. I have literally watched people, like just a few years ago, someone very close to me was going through a very difficult time. This was an unbelievable time. And it was abusive, it was homelessness, it was all types of things. And now I'm looking at this wonderful person who remained consistent in growth through it all, and who at times felt like they couldn't make it. It's not all the, like I said, it's not all roses. It's not always beautiful, but in the same sense it is. Like when you change your perspective on how life is treating you, you have to think about how are you treating your life? How did you treat your life? Are you moving forward? Are you progressing? Are you going with the flow of your life? You have control of your life, yes, but there's still other aspects at work here that we have to be mindful of. And we'll go more into mindfulness and the spiritual aspects of things in our later on in the show. But, this is so huge and people don't speak about it enough. Like, people say, why is this happening to me? Well, it's not really happening to you. You set off an intention and you got off of your life path, and now it's time to move back towards the things that make you passionate, that bring you to living and to being alive and really just giving everything you got into life. Sometimes we get into the same routine, repetitive, moving in the same flow. And sometimes that's not how you're supposed to be. And we 9 times out of 10 always feel the shift, but we don't say anything because we feel like we have an obligation to what we're currently invested in and currently doing. Now, I'm not saying just give up all your projects and move across the world and change a name. I mean, if that's for you, boo, but all of us can't do that. So The big thing here is it's okay to change and it's okay to move forward, and you can do this. Like I'm saying, like you can do this. Like I may not know you, but you know you. And even if you don't see yourself in the most positive light, you have to keep with the affirmations every day. You have to keep telling yourself that you can do this. You have to keep telling yourself you're beautiful, that you can do this, that no obstacle can stop you, because no obstacle can. It may slow you down, but the point is to fail and get right back up and move forward every single time. If you feel like a part of your life is failing right now, let me tell you something. You're about to come into a transition that is so powerful and so beautiful that, you know, when the time is right, once everything has settled down, you're going to look back at this point and say that I was so strong. And I moved past this with grace and with diligence and confidence. And I knew that at the end of this dark place that I was at that felt unbelievable, I knew at that moment that I could make it far beyond what my mind and what my eyes can see, what I could imagine. And that is what is beautiful about this journey. It's not just we wake up and we do the same thing for 30 years. Hey, if that's what you're supposed to be doing, cool. But what life starts telling you, the universe tells you when things are going wrong. You have to listen to yourself and watch the things around you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, people, you start ignoring it, you start ignoring the signs, ignoring the direction, I promise you, you are going to have more problems. More things are gonna go wrong. And, you know, and like when people reach the absolute bottom, that's when they're like, oh, I need to change, I need to do something different. That is not the time. The point is to catch it when it's first starting, to catch it when it's right there in your face. And once you have a more in-depth perception and connection with yourself, you can see these things even before they come. You don't have to wait for the universe to force you. That's kind of the wake-up call here. And that's the big theme, is to wake your ass up, get out of whatever funk you're in, and move past all of this stuff. All of the things that bring you down on a daily basis. Screw that. Screw that. You deserve better. You deserve to be empowered every day. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to enjoy your job, to get out of your abusive relationship. You deserve to be treated with respect and love. And you deserve to give this world your love. And the world deserves your love. And you have to think and believe that you deserve greatness, because you are greatness. And, you know, like, I can't stress that enough. So what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to go into a few songs. We're going to get into actually some independent music. There's a song called Truth by June. And it's funny because it's on the same theme as the earlier song. And I absolutely love this song. And I hope you guys enjoy it. We're about to be right back.
I've been going through it, 2 years, girl, I'm gonna lose it. By the way that you've been acting, girl, I'm sure you know it. If you give me time, then I'm sure to prove it. So you need proof, when, where, how, girl, won't you tell me what to do? I could drive miles, take the highway, anything to get you coming my way. Cause I can let your girls in like the last time. They was playing games during halftime. They was talking crazy in my head, can't believe the things they said. I was out here trying to get it, I was focused on my bread. But hey, girl, you know exactly where to be. When I close my eyes, you the only girl I see. Giving you the business, all the girls I'm trying to get it. I could fuck you long time, tell me when you want to be. Baby, I don't mind giving you the time, as long as you be mine. Yeah. Truth, I just gotta hear truth. Yeah. Tell me why it gotta be like that. I've been feeling you since way back. Way back, I'm talking old, ayy. Used to kick it all day. Since you changed your number, you ain't never try to phone me. Fuck all that shit they try to teach you. Baby girl, you know I'm tryna reach you. I rate you, sweet Mary cake you. Fuck it, I've been busy planning where I'm tryna take you. And I swear to the good days, baby. I know you know the good days, man. You got a nigga going crazy. Got me lost in your love, it's so amazing. You got me all up in my feelings, bumping Drizzy, baby. You the best I ever had in my city, baby. So far gone, trying to find a way home. If you ain't with me, girl, I'd rather be alone. And it's truth, truth. Girl, I gotta give you truth. Yeah, yeah. Truth. I've done it millions of times, but nothing millions of times. I guess that's where when we die. But I'm back as an indigo, back in the density, back to the days of three, back to the days of me, back to the days where we see trees are separate, not a part of me. Intelligence is the key. If you can unlock your mind before you unlock your eyes, so you can transcend the times. Go down to the beach, get something to eat, maybe for you and me. Let's look out at the stars and see who we are, baby, for you and me. Take a bit of water now. You'll be looking frustrated when I be saying things like now. I'm trying to figure it out, so take a bit of dinner now. I swear it tastes great. Feeling it never goes my way. It never goes my way. When it comes to you, when it comes to me, when it comes to us, oh I know it's not that easy. But why isn't it? Why isn't it? Why isn't it you? Try to tell me, try to appointment. Try to figure so it out. Take a bit of water now. You'll be looking frustrated when I be saying things like now. I'm trying to figure it out. wish you right there where I be saying things like now, trying to figure it out. We're all just
Yes, we just all trying to figure it out. Yes, I love that joint by Willow Smith, that Jimmy, that previous track right before that was Truth by June. He's a Canadian artist. Absolutely love him. I had to, run that beat back, you know what I'm saying? So absolutely love these artists. And we're going to keep it moving to the topics of discussion for tonight. What we just talked about was, what do you do when the universe is forcing you to move on? But now, and if you missed that part, you can go back and listen after the show. But now we're going to move into the spiritual aspect of our show. Like I said, I got you. It's all good vibes, all peace and love. And so I definitely got you on this. So our next topic for tonight, what we're going to be digging into, deep sea diving, all of that on this lovely Saturday, is embracing the connection with the spiritual, with the spirit, with your inner self, with the connection. If you believe in God, if you believe in your ancestors, if you believe in, Mother Earth, whatever you believe in, and if you don't believe in anything, this might be for you. So I am a very spiritual person where I'm an empath, I'm intuitive, I read cards, I do a lot of things, but it's not to scare you, because if you don't do that, no judgment. It's all love and peace, like I said. We're all coexisting in this world, and the main thing here is to try to understand one another and move past our differences. But embracing the connection with the spiritual is not an easy thing to do. It took me a very long time. How I started my journey was going into meditation, which I definitely want to do some of that during this show. Take a little quick breather, kind of walk you guys through some of that. But I started with meditation, and I definitely focused on relieving anger, relieving hurt, just relieving the things that did not, keep me on a solid path to my goals and the things that I cared about and the things that I was passionate about. And before then, I believed in the universe, but I didn't really have a specific direction that I was going in. So I actually, learned a lot just within meditation and connecting with myself. And connecting with myself really, changed my life. It changed my life in a different way. And a lot of people say seek God first, or, seek the spirit. I believe that I am a part of the spirit. So just so you guys can have some insight on where I'm coming from, this can still apply to you if you don't believe that. So no worries. I'm definitely going to make it to where you guys can see all the greatness in all of this. Something else here that I want to discuss as far as connecting to the spirit and really making changes in your life to connect to yourself and be interconnected is, the lifestyle change was a big part for me. I didn't just meditate. I started doing yoga. I started breathing exercises. I started, actually practicing into the things that made me feel good, the things that really just brought light to who I was. And it's more than just a mind and a body. It's a level of consciousness that scientists can't explain, people can't explain. I mean, a lot of people will tell you what comes in the afterlife and, if we're going to be reincarnated, or if we're going to heaven or hell, or, if we're going to be this and that, or if God is only taking 600. That is BS. And I'm going to tell you that right now, because anybody who has any inclination of what the afterlife might be, they are lying to you. They're trying to sell you a dream. Now, I say this to really perform a lot of research, and like I said, self-reflection and self-connection always brings you to the truth. Your intuition is far more powerful than I could ever explain to you, which we'll get into some third eye practices in the upcoming future, and we'll get into some things like that about opening up our consciousness and our connection to the other side. But to be honest, you guys, it all started with just connecting to myself. And that is the biggest thing right now, is to really focus on the relief of not having the burden of so many things in my life. Like, those things don't exist anymore to me. And people say a lot of the times that I move on really quick from situations, but that took me a lot of practice. I had to go through a lot of things in my childhood, and a lot of things I don't remember because I blocked them out. And that's not necessarily the best thing, but everything has purpose, and I'll revisit them one day, if it's my time. But I'm saying this to say that, when it's your time, you'll know. And who knows about what happens after this life, I can tell you what I think I believe, but I'm never going to pressure that on anybody because, to be honest, we live in a world of many beliefs, and I believe that energy works in the same way and it flows in the same way. We all share an energy, and we all have our own vibrations and frequencies that we adhere to, which it's all relevant. It's all interconnected, and it's so multifaceted that I could never give you all the answers. But what I can do is have these discussions with you to try to get your mind going and moving towards the direction of finding things out for yourself. Do a little research. I might provoke you to come back with me. Come back to me with something. I don't know. Like, it's all types of possibilities from this show. So, definitely moving forward. What I would suggest now, I'm going to tell you right now, people love to hate on the journey. They say that you don't know what you're talking about, and that you don't know what you're doing, and you shouldn't be doing this. And they have a lot to say about your spiritual journey. Number one, don't let anyone tell you what to do, think, or believe, because none of that stuff that they say is relevant. Your connection with the spiritual and embracing it is exactly what I just said, embracing it. You have to embrace it. And a part of that is tuning out all the other things that don't matter. None of that stuff matters. Nobody else's journey will ever have anything to do with you unless you are impacting them personally in some type of way. But even then, there is a reason and a season, and even lifelong seasons. So keep that in mind as you are growing and as you are moving forward in your spiritual journey, and you are really taking the time to be interconnected, not only with your energy and learning yourself and your frequencies, but also learning the world around you. This is a next level perception that once you come to that place of oneness with who you are and what you're doing here on this earth, you really understand what everybody else is doing, and you really understand also in the same sense that everybody is on their own life path, and none of that stuff concerns you. You start minding your business or helping people as you can. It's not just, I'm a mind my business, but I'm also mind my neighbor business. It's not like that. You help, like when you see somebody, you offer the kindness of your heart when you can offer it. But even that takes some time. I had to learn that I could not give myself away to everybody. my emotional, like, I started giving emotional power to people who could not handle the depth of my soul, the depth of my emotions, the depth of the things that I felt. As I said, I'm an empath, so I feel things differently, and I did not figure out that I was an empath until after I started interconnecting, until I started meditating and learning myself. I did not know what was going on with me, why I would walk into a room and feel vibrations and see people and really see people, like know some things about you before you even talk to me. And I had to look back and be like, is this why my mood changes so much? Because I would walk into a room and feel the flash of anger or hurt or happiness, whatever the feeling was. I'm so connected. And at the time, I wasn't spiritually protected, which is something I'm definitely going to cover. Because oh my gosh, if you're not protected spiritually, anything will try to come. And if you're vibrating and you're getting a low frequency and you're embodying that low frequency, that carries with you. And I knew this because my ex, this is a funny story, I would come home and I would have the greatest day. I'd be happy. But I noticed with people that I'm vulnerable with. Now, if I'm vulnerable to you, that means I'm not protecting myself. I am open and I am just giving and loving. And I'm pouring into your cup. So I'm thinking you're pouring into me. We watering each other's flower. But that wasn't the case. I would be home and I would be fine. My ex would get home and I would immediately just feel things that weren't even my feelings. They weren't even pertaining to me. And I took them as my own. That frequency came over me. And that is when I really knew something is going on here. And it kept happening, not only in my relationships, but things that I really cared about. Things that really mattered to me. And I realized the main component is that I'm vulnerable. I put a guard up to people I don't really know. But if I'm just chilling, I'm not thinking to put my guard up. I didn't know anything about crystals back then. I didn't know anything about enhancers for protection of energy. I wasn't like that. So until I started learning about myself, I did not know how to resolve problems before they even came to me. I started manifesting things more frequently when I became interconnected with myself. Now, manifestation can mean a lot of things to many of you. It could be prayer. It could be, having things come to you or move in your favor. It could be a blessing from, if you believe in your ancestors or whatever, or the strength from, the people that you're carrying the legacy for. It could be a lot of things, but I didn't start creating things and innovating things for my life until I had a connection with the spiritual. When I had broke through my blockages from the everyday life that I lived, I had to break through it because all of your problems, trust me, those are low energy frequencies. If somebody having a bad day, that's a low energy. And that's something that attaches onto you. If one thing is going wrong or you're having a bad day and you're not careful, you can take that energy with you in all aspects, and then it starts attacking your life. And that's why I say it's so important to embrace this connection, because once you start embracing it, you can protect yourself, you can manifest. You can manifest before you do it, but it's more magnified. It's more walking in your brilliance. Walking in your brilliance will forever be so much more important than being oblivious to yourself and your emotions and the things that you feel and your purpose here. So just keep in mind, this connection is pivotal. It's pivotal to your growth and who you are. And sadly enough, a lot of people in this world are walking without it. They are literally walking without this connection, or they have this connection, but they don't even know how to embrace it. And I see a lot of people like that in this world. And it's sad, and it makes me want to help them, sadly. But it's not a bad thing. That's why we're here. That's why we do the show. And if you know somebody who carries low frequencies with them, if somebody always hits you up and they always have a problem, always have a problem, they ain't never good. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about. They are never good. They always dealing with something. Drama revolves around their life. If you feel like they are a magnet, have them listen to this show. Have them look up some meditational music, like the music we got going in the background right now. Yeah, you need some of that. And there's tons of things that go hand in hand with embracing the spiritual aspect of your life that can help you in this worldly experience that we're having. But you just have to reach out and look for resources and really be serious. Be serious about your growth. Be serious about yourself. Because if you're not serious about yourself, life is just gonna pull you along, honey. It's gonna pull you right along. And what you gonna be doing then? The point is to be proactive about your life and moving in the direction that makes you feel good. It makes you feel empowered. It moves you towards a higher frequency. And when you vibrate on a higher frequency, honey, you don't even entertain the lower frequencies. And don't get this wrong. You can be on a high frequency and go back down to, you can take it down from where you, back to where you just came from. You can go backwards. So the point is to maintain this connection and to grow it and to manifest it. Water it like it's a flower, because this type of growth and development and connection will always be so very important to enhancing your life in so many ways. And it does a complete 360 on your life. So not only are you able to create better outcomes for yourself, but you're able to predict and prepare and understand, and you just it seriously puts you in a new understanding of self, and you can relate to people, you can help people, and you can really just, like I said, improve the quality of your life by 1,000%. It's nobody's business. I'm serious. So, and like I said earlier, when you get to this level of connection, you ain't worrying about nobody. And when that comes, when your neighbor Cindy Lou has all the bad vibes, you just walk away and you say, that is not for me. You don't entertain the drama. You don't entertain the BS. You're not out here looking for reasons to cry about something. It's literally you're walking and living in the very faith and happiness and life path that you're destined to be walking. It's a destiny, y'all. This is not something that we just pick up in a video game. This is your destiny. And some of you don't even believe in destiny. But what I want you to do for me, get into the idea of wrapping your mind around these possibilities. Even if you don't even believe in it, try it out for me. And what we're about to do right now, since we only have about 10 minutes left in the show, we're going to do a quick 3-minute meditation. Really just do some breaths and kind of bring it in so you guys can enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We do only have 10 minutes left, sadly. I wish I could keep chatting it up with y'all. Thank you to everybody who's hitting me up, listening. I really appreciate the support, and I hope that I'm doing something to enhance your life tonight on Soulful Saturdays. So as you guys know, I have some meditational music in the background. We're just going to turn this up a little bit, and we're going to bring in some deep breaths. So we're going to let this play for a second, and then I'm going to guide you guys through some wonderful breathing. Just give it a minute. Alright, so what I want everybody to do that's listening, close your eyes. Imagine this wonderful beach. this wonderful, happy place. Something that just brings you tranquility and peace. And what I want you to do is breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And just keep thinking of this wonderful place, this pure, white, wonderful light that's guiding you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the relaxation. Feel your life turning around for you right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just keep manifesting. Keep that clarity going. And just kind of sway to the wonderful sounds of nature. Breathe in, breathe out. Continuing to breathe deep, slow breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and just turn that down for a little bit. And I hope you guys were in the most beautiful place you could ever imagine. A lot of the times when I'm meditating, and people ask me this question a lot. They ask, am I supposed to have a clear mind? Or am I supposed to be in a certain place? A lot of people are really confused on meditation, like if you've never done it before. So there's different types of meditation. The meditation that we just did was like a free-flowing meditation. I like to go on vacation on meditation sometimes and really just sometimes I think of like animations in my head, like beautiful, just wonderful, like vibrant visualizations in my mind that I don't even think have ever been thought of. And I be in my zone. But there's also something called mindful meditation, and it's where you really focus on the clear mind, the clarity and the patience. And when you start going off track and thinking about things or you're supposed to be thinking about one thing but you think about another thing on accident, you just restart the meditation and you keep thinking about that thing that you're supposed to think about. And it really brings this wonderful peace of mind. And I always recommend meditation to people who are, in their spiritual journey, not really there or just starting. it doesn't really matter. I encourage everybody to meditate because it just, whether it's a spiritual act for you or not, it's a wonderful source of clarity. It refreshes your work day. It gets you together for the discussion with your partner. It really enhances your mood. It brings happy thoughts and calms you down in a moment of heated discussion or overwhelming feelings, and it really takes you to another place. So, I really just wanted to encourage that upon everybody, and I'm hoping that you guys really enjoyed the conversation and the discussion on the universe and when you have to move on and going into our spiritual segment. Like, I just thank you guys so much for listening and being a part of Catching Crave Vibes Live every day that we air on the week. We're about to go ahead and vibe out and slide out and let you guys enjoy your Saturday, the rest of it, or if you're going to bed or you got work in the morning, or you're doing your activities in the morning, whatever you're doing, or if you're having a lazy Sunday, just you chilling out and you vibing out with me, and I appreciate that. So I just wanted to stress that. I also want to do a few quick thank you notes at the end of the show here. I want to thank our sponsor, WIMB with Miss Benz. Thank you for giving us the platform. And I also want to thank Crave Nation for allowing me to be on this show, Catching Crave Vibes Live. And just thank you to everybody who's listening. And please give me feedback. Tell me if you want advice on something. It will be completely anonymous. And you can also send me songs. We play mostly soul, R&B on this type of show, but there's plenty of other shows. If you have a different genre, definitely refer it to me and I'll get it to the right people, most definitely. Again, I thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to see you guys next Saturday, all ready to vibe out and rock it with me. And hopefully you guys are going to be more interactive in the chat, which some of you guys probably don't know about, but you can comment and chat with me while we're in the queue and we're live. So look forward to it next week. We got some new things coming, and every Saturday is different. Every Saturday is going to have different themes and different things that we're doing with Soulful Saturday. And so just keep that in mind, guys, because we're going to spice it up. Spice it up. Again, my name is Vemo Star. You can catch me on all social media at VEEMOSTARR. And I look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a wonderful, productive week. And don't forget to tune into our other shows. This last song here, it's going to be wonderful, y'all. My gosh. It's Lavender and Velvet by Alina Perez. Go ahead and vibe out, and peace out to you guys. Enjoy your Saturday.
Pull up to the city, tell me I'm your lady. I'll be in that dress you like, body and vanilla. Yet I know it thrills you. I know what is on your mind. Take you to a place where you can see the stars. Hear nothing but the radio. Baby, let me love you. I just wanna hold